Almost lost to some Africans. God damn, dog. We almost lost to them. We almost lost. Come on. His team. That's the last team we supposed to lose to or be close with. They don't even have shoes. They get their shoes from America.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire here. Thanks for coming. Today is something that shocked the world. I would say shocked African people with this incident that actually happened. We have this American brother who, I don't even want to say a lot about this person, but I really want to speak about him. As a person that is always encouraging us to be with this brotherhood and really work together and support each other, coming across videos of these kinds of people in 2024 really puts us back. It really gets on your soul, and you're like, really, because this is an American brother. He's a black American man who was saying literally the worst things you can say to another black person, to another person that looks like you. And I was like, oh really, oh really. But yeah, yeah, guys, in the studio we have Esther. But guys, before she introduces herself or gets in the video, watch this clip of this man come back and let's talk about it.
Almost lost to some Africans. God damn, dog. We almost lost to them. We almost lost. Come on. His team. That's the last team we supposed to lose to or be close with. They don't even have shoes. They get their shoes from America. They use leftover shoes that the USA teams didn't want. Y'all can use these. They don't even have basketball rims, dog. God. See that? You know what it is? Bro, they just couldn't see these niggas. Embiid over there throwing the game. He throwing the game for his cousins and shit. What's in dirt? No shoes. Sin, Ward, and Bread, them, that's who we almost lost to. Like, they shouldn't have black jerseys on. They should just let that color go. Because ain't... I thought this shit was in black and white. that is Bobo's. That's Bobo's team, right? They got no indoor court, nothing. They don't have nothing.
Americans and Westerners have been conditioned to think that Africa needs saving from them, right? And that's why with this basketball match between South Sudan and the United States, the shock is that, oh my word, the United States was almost beat by Africa, by an African country. And often, like, obviously the country is South Sudan. It's not that they were beat by 55 African countries. South Sudan is one of the best basketball teams. That's what I always knew. South Sudanese people are known for being tall, for being athletic. So I don't understand where the shock is coming from. But the shock is, that's why they even had to start fishing for, which South Sudanese players, lived in the US. That's what I've been seeing in these highlights. Now to validate or to, bring down that little sense of cognitive dissonance. The cognitive dissonance comes from, two conflicting thoughts. One thought is that, Africans, will never be anything, and that Africans are beneath the United States, or that they're beneath the West. And then the thing that's conflicting with that thought is that, Africans almost beat the US. But now, to quell that cognitive dissonance, they need to now introduce another thought. And that other thought is, this is an African, but they were taught in the US. So clearly, this is the US still helping Africa through an African body, through an African face. And I find that so offensive because even though, yes, we do acknowledge that one of the players was living in Kentucky or whatever, why is it that you need to search for Western validation or to search for, a representation of the US or the West in trying to understand why an African team is so great? Why can't you understand that Africa is great because Africa is great, or that South Sudan is great because South Sudan is great? And then this comes to my other thing about the way that Americans study African history when they want to understand whether Africa was great or not, right? Even when we study people like Mansa Musa, King Shaka Zulu, all these people, Americans tend to always look at the people that were very capitalist, or the people that were very territorial, the people that in some ways were adjacent to certain Western ideologies. Not that they were Western, these African kings. They were not Western. They hated white people when white people arrived. But they did exhibit some of the things that feed into Western idealism, like, expanding into territories. That's why you won't find people speaking about leaders that were not like warlike, like leaders that were, just sitting there pretty, And so, like, even in that, and I'm not speaking about like a specific race of Americans. I'm speaking about Americans in general, right? Every single race, every single ethnicity. Like, before people come and say I'm starting a diaspora or I'm not. I just wanted to make that very clear. very clear.
South Sudan.
It might be like a little spy or something going on over there, Skip.
Hey, I'll give you 30, South Sudan. You taking it?
I wouldn't take 35 and a half or whatever it was.
I need to see some clips of them.
Yeah.
South Sudan.
I need to see what they look like, though.
Man, they probably ain't got nobody over 6'3".
I looked at the roster. I didn't recognize a single name. I don't know.
South Sudan, here we come. Here we come, South Sudan.
They had to qualify. Remember,
That's what I'm saying. Who they played against?
Lucas' team didn't get in, so.
But they didn't qualify. They lost to Greece, and now we got South Sudan.
That video of that ex-basketballer or his basketballer, I don't know, called 𝗙𝗶𝗿𝗀, whosoever, that disrespected South Sudan NBA team. We just want to let him know he disrespect the whole Africa, and we are not taking that. Because to them black Americans, the world revolve around them. But we will not take that. To me, South Sudan won that game. It's cheating. They cheat. The last foul, they didn't give it to South Sudan. That's cheating. And then you go back and sit on TV and disrespect the whole Africa. Disrespected South Sudan NBA team. That got American NBA team on their neck until LeBron himself was sweating and panicking. You see how many shots those people miss? You see on national TV and talk about South Sudan NBA team. When Americans wanna stop that there. To me, South Sudan won that game. I will say it again with full chest. South Sudan win. Una cheat. Now this is life, not joke.
What's up, everybody? Ayo here. I know it's been a minute. If you're a basketball fan, obviously you know that the United States played against South Sudan in an exhibition game ahead of the Olympic Games. But ahead of that game on Fox Sports, on their flagship show Undisputed with 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗀 and a couple of other guys, a basketball legend, Boston Celtics legend, Paul Pierce, appeared to be joking about who South Sudan was. He was saying South Sudan, they're probably no more than 6'3". Who South Sudan was saying, well, Luka and his team could not make it to the Olympics. They might as well have the Olympic Committee might as well have allowed Lithuania, or he just kept going on and on and on and on. And the game between the US and South Sudan was played in London. It took a LeBron James last few seconds, LeBron James heroics with a few seconds to spare for the United States to win that game. Because South Sudan at some point led by double-digit figures. What Paul Pierce did is a microcosm of the reality of the United States, in which a lot of Americans have this erroneous belief that outside of America, there is no country that is great. And we all know nothing could be further from the truth. Because if you think that as large as the world is, everything starts and stops with you, then you must be grossly mistaken. Paul Pierce is on television, on national television. First of all, if you're going for a show of that magnitude, as a journalist, even though, he ain't no journalist, it's just a basketball player who was fortunate to get a job. Listen, you have to do your research. And if he did his research well, first thing you will understand is the nation of South Sudan, people from South Sudan and the larger Sudan are naturally tall. I saw a documentary the other day, and in this family, the shortest person was a lady who was 6 feet 5 inches tall. I am 6'2". She will dwarf me. That's what I'm talking about. So for him to have said they're like 6'3" shows a lack of understanding as a result of a lack of research, something as basic as searching Google on. We understand the US is trying to reclaim their prominence and their powers back on the global stage. But the worst thing for you to do is to go on national television and discredit the nation they are playing against without giving them respect. That was rude. And for the life of me, I wish the game went the other way so that the trolling can be very, 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 very big. Come on, man. The other day, someone met me and said, hey, did you learn English when you moved to the United States or what? And I looked at the person with so much, I don't know, man. I'm careful about what I'm saying here, but I was so pissed. I was like, dumbass, if you knew anything going on around the world, you will know that the Nigerian official language is English. So I'm not speaking English because I came to the United States to learn. I'm speaking English because that's what we speak in Nigeria, dummy. Why do y'all think it's all about the United States alone? You know, we need to do better, man. I'm American too, so we need to do better. Come on, man. It's not all about the United States. There are nations out there with better standards of living. There are nations out there that are cleaner. There are nations out there with better political setups, and so on and so forth. Come on, man. Let's show respect to other nations. Let's not think it's all about America. Championship in America, they say the NBA champions of the world, the baseball champions of the world, and so on and so forth. Come on, man. Miss me with all of that, man. Put some respect on other nations and all these other athletes who are fighting tooth and nail to bring honor to themselves, to bring honor to their countries, man. Y'all can do better.
Well, the brother that was talking a lot about South Sudan. I'm going to compose myself today.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You don't come from a sisters and brothers. And I shut my mouth. I mean, South Sudan is, oh my God, guys. Hi, my manners. Where are they? My name is Natkunda Esther, ladies and gentlemen. And I am the official co-host today.
You had to be here. You had to be here. You know, guys, because we are so much on calling our brothers, like in the brotherhood of working together and being together. Even when we see videos of people shading African people, Black American people, or just any Black people, we are just so there, right there, and talking about it. But seeing it in 2024 unfiltered is...
You know what hurts my heart? I should be a poet. You know what hurts my heart? A Black brother saying this about another Black people. That's what hurt me.
Yeah.
Because, imagine losing. These are just some random Africans. Imagine we lose to some Africans. I mean, the tallest, even just like maybe 6'3". Have you seen South Sudanese people?
They are
the tallest people on planet Earth. The beautiful.
I was like, is this person okay? Is this even okay? Like, is this really happening in 2024?
It is very sad.
It was so sad.
It is very sad, most especially for a person who has been in the industry, because that man, that American man, of course.
And he was a player before.
Yeah.
Before he became a journalist or a presenter or whatever.
A man who has a very big job of corresponding, of talking about things, sports, and come on, even if, yes, you don't want your team to be beaten. I mean, you cannot literally just shade your enemy like as if they did something bad, because competition is there. But the moment you start attacking your competitor as some random Africans, and you are termed as an African American,
it brings questions, really, a lot of questions.
Yeah.
And I mean, also the NBA, this is like, okay, I'm not really into sports. That's why I didn't want to talk about this. But because of this person in particular, I had to. I don't follow a lot of the NBA, but I always see, world champion, we are the best or whatever. But those things mostly happen in the USA. Like, USA is a different continent. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever happens in the USA is not going to happen in Africa or Asia.
Yes.
But they make it seem, okay, the way Americans have been marketing themselves, I mean, white people are good at marketing themselves. As we have always said, we grew up thinking America is all glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
It's the heaven of the world or whatever. And not saying that it's horrible. I'm not saying America is the worst. No.
Yeah.
It's really a good place because our people go there.
Yeah.
My people are there.
Yes.
And you guys are there, okay? But like, it's not always about America at the end of the day.
No, this is the thing. I'm just going to say it the way it is. We cannot have it from the white people and still have it from the Black people.
It's impossible.
No.
We can't let
We
it
are
slide.
never going to have a white man calling us khafar. No, it's Africans. YouTube can't ban it. It's Africans, guys. Because
I understand.
I would say the N-word, but the N-word is khafar in Afrikaner.
Yeah.
We cannot have the white man call us the N-word.
And have our own do the same and be happy about it and be very, very, like, he was so passionate about it, and it shows the kinds of people that he surrounds himself with, because if that's how he is as a human being, majority of them are the same. And for a team that has just qualified for the first time, for the first attempt to get 100 and be like beat by a team that has been playing this for years and years and has been having the best trainers and the best, everything.
I mean, Ayesha Curry, we got Mr. LeBron James. We have the legends of basketball on planet Earth. And there is as they were called, these little Africans.
Oh my God.
These South Sudanese, the youngest nation on planet Earth, the most best dark melanated people on planet Earth, the tallest people on planet Earth. Yes, they dunked better than LeBron James. Period. Yeah. So honestly, what I'm not gonna take is white people behavior. On a
From
black
our
face.
own. It's unacceptable.
No.
Like I always say, you guys, I mean, I can take that disrespect sometimes from these people, but when it comes from your own, it's like, are you okay? Because if anything happens, we are still the same, and they would still take us the same way.
Yeah.
So if it was another team from the European countries, probably he would be like, oh my God, we did a lot.
Yeah.
They tried.
Team France did the most, but I mean, America still won.
Yeah, but because it's Africans, you have to say all those words, like those. I don't want to cuss. I know I'm so tempted to cuss, but I don't want to cuss.
It sounded,
guys.
you know how white people be like, in Africa they have no water.
They have no food.
So it was more like, oh my God, South Sudanese can't even raise their arms to reach the net. Oh my God.
They even know how to light a cooker.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of like they even did South Sudanese a favor to even be there. It's like they're not talented. It's like,
but they won by one
it's
point.
Like these poor Africans. It's like
These poor Africans beat them almost half the game. Yeah. And not to shade you guys, not to shade like the whole of you guys, but it's just so weird seeing our own say these kind of ridiculous things and they are so proud with it. And of course, a lot of people were coming out. Africans, actually, I love that Africans stood on their ground and they came out to defend South Sudan. Because, I mean, America is amazing, but it's not the center of attention. So you can't say like, because it's happening in America and you're always winning or your teams win or whatsoever, that it's a world champion. Like, world champion has to involve a lot of other countries from other nations and not just like revolve around America. Like, that is just so much entitlement and coming from our own. That entitlement coming from our own, because I saw a lot of people that were like, South Sudan, like an African country, like how is that even possible? Like, you guys see us in a light that we have literally nothing, we have no sense, we have nothing, we can't do anything. It's America that is like the best of everything. At the end of the day, you guys come from our ancestors, like you have the blood of our ancestors. We look the same. If it's to go to the cops and they look at you, they will not be like, oh, this is a black American, this is Nigerian, this is South Sudanese. They'll see you as you is black and it's the reality, and it's the reality. So I just felt like really taken back looking at this person. And at this point in 2024, it's not ignorance. Let's stop blaming it on ignorance, as a person has been in this game or in this sport for a longest time, where he knows he's in teams, he's been seeing teams where there's actually majority of African people. Look at the team of France. The team of France is full of African black men.
But France is well respected because of the European name France, even if it's the black people that make France, but because of the European
but it's still
country
black
name,
people.
So if you can
it's
put
still
some respect
African people that
on
are playing.
France,
Yeah.
put some respect on South Sudanese.
Actually, you're saying it. That's the right way.
Yeah.
Because it's France of the white face.
Yeah.
Even though it's the black people playing, that's okay, that's fine, that's respected. But because it's an African country with black African dark skinned people, especially dark skinned people, then that's a problem. Then you want to shade us and call us all these crazy things, and saying that the tallest one should be 6'3". South Sudanese? South Sudanese?
A 5-year-old is my height, even taller than me.
I'm a baby. I'm a baby to a 13-year-old South Sudanese child. So
that's true,
guys. Okay, let me not show my height, but yeah, you know what I mean. But
you're short.
I'm
guys,
I'm 5'5". I'm not that short.
But
I'm taller than some people.
That's the height of a 5-year-old South Sudanese.
Okay, shade. Now she's shading me. She's shading me. Anyway, guys, in this era of 2024, Africa is growing, guys. We don't take this disrespect anymore. And the way African people are fighting and rooting for South Sudan, and how we've come out to defend our own, because it makes us feel like you guys don't at all want to see us as human beings. Like you complain about the white people, and I do understand that they do a lot of shit. And they've really done a lot. But if you are still seeing us in the same way, you become our white people in the black community. And it's just not okay. Like, we are the same in the eyes of these people, and it just can never change. Okay, so if we start also pushing ourselves and doing the same thing that white people have been doing to us, amongst us, we should no longer come out and complain about white people. And I feel like some American people, black people, some, not all, but I feel like some black people in the Western countries, be it Europe, be it America, you guys are turning into the white people to Africans than the actual white people today in 2024. And it's just sad to see. It's really crazy to see, but also this person is just dumb.
Yeah.
Is really dumb. Like, you cannot say these things to people that look like you, but still respect people that don't look like you. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Any
Yeah.
last words?
Yeah. Last words to, I mean, of course, not one person can make one rotten egg cannot make the entire tray bad.
Yeah.
So just sending out this message to brothers like this brother.
Are you still calling him brother? Really?
I mean, he's still black. He's one of us.
I know. See what we mean?
You're still a brother, so there's no way we can just say, has he turned white?
No.
No.
The actions are, but he still looks like me
Yeah,
when I meet him on the street. Hi, brother.
And if you find something bad happening, you go.
I'll run to him for safety or something.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
Yeah, we move.
We one person.
Guys, that is it for me, the video. I don't want to add anything. It was kind of sarcastic and funny, but we are still we are so serious in whatever we're saying, because these shades ain't gonna work out. See, I'm learning your accent now. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm always posting, and don't forget to check out
Natkuna Esther on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.